So I'm Hayley, and for the next 10-ish minutes or so, I'm going to be walking you through how we rebranded and relaunched our loyalty program, which is a much shorter duration than it took me to actually do it, but that's a me problem. So, big green button. Got it. For those of you who don't know Lively, we are a brand that was created to inspire women to live passionately, purposefully, confidently. We make bras, undies, loungewear, swimwear, activewear, and more, taking the best elements of high style and ultimate comfort from each category to develop a brand new point of view of lingerie we like to call lingerie. So let's talk loyalty. Lively's first rewards program launched in 2019, which was just 3 years after the brand was born, named the Perks. The program structure was simple: earn points, get rewards. There was one tier, 5 ways to earn, and 1 way to redeem, which was points for savings. So while the program was minimally updated over the years, with a few new ways to earn added and implementing a 3-tier structure, the program remained relatively unchanged and unexciting for the next 4 years. Fast forward to the beginning of 2023, we were facing some challenges with the performance of our loyalty program. So one of them being inactive customers. While many emails in our database were assigned to a loyalty tier, a large majority of members were considered inactive, so meaning they had enrolled in the program over a year ago, but had not made a purchase in the last year. There was also very little to no differentiation in perks between the tiers, which was not motivating our members to go up the spend ladder. And there was a lack of just compelling incentives overall from both a product-related standpoint as well as that experiential perspective. And lastly, low email engagement. So while email was our #1 form of communication for the program, we were seeing below average KPIs attached to our campaigns and flows that were related to loyalty. So we asked ourselves, is our loyalty program still achieving its intended objectives? Pretty simple question, but we really did have to think twice about the answer. So we said, let's start over, which was fun. So we started with thinking through what we wanted from a new program. As we all know here, loyalty best practices are constantly evolving. So even though we had seen that incremental growth from our program in the past, our failure to kind of update the program more frequently and keep customers engaged caused us to lose out on both revenue as well as opportunities. So the first objective we wanted to accomplish was a clearer value proposition by tier. So we wanted to add more compelling and competitive incentives that were unlocked as the customers go up the spend ladder, giving them really that reason why towards spending more. We wanted to mix up the perks and integrate a healthier balance of experiential incentives with value-based rewards. And lastly, we wanted to overhaul our loyalty emails. So how do we make our emails more exciting? Meeting every customer where they're at in their loyalty journey. How do we better nurture that relationship between email and loyalty? The answer: better personalization, more valuable content. So we got to work. The first part of the program that we tackled was ways to earn. We wanted to not only add new incremental ways to earn, but also revisit the points ratio for each to just ensure that more value was given to the strategic actions. For example, create an account, sign up for email, while discount impact was limited on the engagement-driven actions. So for example, social follow, leave a review. With SMS being one of our top revenue-driving channels, we decided to combine email sign-up with SMS sign-up to aid in list growth across both CRM channels. There's a TikTok follow action that was added to create more social engagement outside of just Instagram. And with TikTok being a channel that we were looking to scale as a brand awareness and engagement driver. We have a first purchase in-store rule that was added to just help generate store foot traffic, as well as connect our customers back to what the brand was kind of built on, which is our brand and mortar community. And then we also added a punch card, which earns you points after placing 3 online orders, with the goal of just increasing overall purchase frequency as well as repeat rate. The second component we tackled was ways to redeem. So with the old program, there's only one way to redeem, which was for savings. We wanted to add an additional way to redeem points. So you'll see here on the right, you can now redeem for products. This not only helped increase program engagement by allowing the customer to redeem how they want, but also allowed us the opportunity outside of kind of our business as usual sales to move through excess inventory of our accessories and merch category. The next part of the program to think through was the tier structure. So at the time, we were actually kicking off a global price change initiative. So one of the most important things for us to think through and revisit was our annual spend for each tier. So with the help of our data team, we decided to increase our tier 2 spend level from $115 annually to $125. This better aligned with our projected AOV post-price change, and also ensured the program would continue to drive the lift and remain profitable. So you'll see with the old tier structure here, there was only one additional perk for tiers 2 and 3, and between you and me, all loyalty members were receiving the same perks regardless of their tier. So as I mentioned earlier, we really wanted both a clear value proposition by tier, as well as a clear differentiation between points linked to transaction versus incremental incentives received at that tier level. So with the addition of some new digestible perks, we were really able to integrate that healthy balance of experiential incentives, for example, in-store styling sessions, help with product development, versus value-based rewards. For example, free shipping twice a year and access to free birthday products. Lastly, our referral program was updated. Referrals used to live exclusively within the loyalty program, meaning a customer would have to navigate to the rewards page, log into their account, scroll to the bottom of the page in order just to find the refer a friend module and complete that action. It was a lot of steps. So with the new program, we were able to separate referral from rewards, and that enabled us to push referrals a little bit more dynamically, as well as allow the customer a much more seamless experience with its own landing page. Additionally, a referral offer was originally give $10, get $10, but we did update this to give 15%, get 15% to not only ensure competitiveness and value in the marketplace, but also to not compete with our global welcome offer, which was $10 off as well. Finally, our favorite, emails. With the new program comes new emails. So these are just a few examples of what we have running, but you can see we really wanted rewards to have a strong creative identity, separate from our everyday email campaigns, so a customer knows at first glance, this is an email about my rewards. We aim to make all emails short and sweet, straight to the point. Outside of the announcement and welcome email you'll see on the left here, which is a bit longer, the rest of the emails were designed to have one primary focus. Here you'll see kind of tier upgrade, redemption created, a points reminder, and a happy birthday email, with the secondary focus driving them back to site with our categories. Because at the end of the day, the goal was to engage the customer, and which is ultimately what we did. So since relaunch, we've seen amazing growth versus the pre-relaunch period. Month over month, we're seeing steady growth in members volume, steady growth in program revenue, contribution to total e-com sales, and steady growth in our account creation rate, which were a few of the most important KPIs that we were looking to really strengthen with the loyalty program. We've been able to limit members churn and ensure just overall net positive growth through the stronger engagement strategy that we put into place here. And what kind of lively employee would I be if I didn't plug the program. Sign up for rewards, guys. Get 100 points to use. That's $10 off or a free product. And, you know, I know there's a lot of men in here, but she loves a good gift. Get yourself your own bonus loyalty points with the missus. And that's it. That's Lively Rewards.
Thank you so much, Hayley. Hayley, what I don't see up here is where can people sign up for the program? There's a QR code that needs to be scanned.
That was my miss, guys. Go to wherelively.com.
Now I feel bad.
It's all over the place. It's all over the site, up in the navigation, in the footer. You'll find it. It's easy to find.
I jest. Awesome. Questions for Hayley? We can't go 2 in a row without any questions, guys, or I'm going to start calling people out individually.
We can. It's okay.
Jeff. Is it going to be Amelia Island trivia, or?
I'm just going to show everyone how it's done. You ask a question, right? You don't leave someone thinking they did a terrible job up there. All right, no, just joking. So,
okay, you did great.
So actually, circling back to something that I said, of course, the experiential elements you added to the program, which is great. What was that literally you guys sitting around a table thinking of those? What was your process on thinking through moving beyond the rational to the experiential?
Yeah, the brand was really born from this sense of community. We launched the brand itself with ambassadors, and there was kind of not a lot of email marketing at the time. So we kind of were thinking about ways to get the community involved again. We reached out to a lot of our brand ambassadors and got their thoughts as well, because they're loyalty members also. So yeah, it was kind of a lot of just sitting around, thinking it through, and coming up with fun ideas to get people involved in real life again, you know, post this COVID world.
Any other? Oh, we got one more.
Thank you, Megan, TransUnion. I love all the emails that you had there, and my question is, of the ones kind of on the right where you're trying to get somebody to do something, which one of those have been most successful, like happy birthdays, or I saw you were so close? Which ones of those are working?
Happy birthday is a big one for us because we are offering a very steep gift. And it's also an interesting experience. We were able to actually build a custom landing page, so that email will take you to a custom landing page that's specifically for an assortment of birthday gifts you can choose from. So it was really easy to set up in the loyalty program as well as on our site. So that's one the customers love, that they get to kind of, it feels like a personal experience for them.
Oh, one more.
Hi there, Rebecca Hurwitz from Kimberly-Clark, and you don't have to tell me exactly what it is, but I'm wondering, you know, as you guys were coming up with all of the new ideas, do you have some ideas kind of in your back pocket for the evolution of the rewards program? Because I'm imagining it can't stay static for long.
Sure. One thing that we actually just recently launched a few weeks ago, which it's now been, you know, over 6 months since we relaunched the program, but just like a little sticky bar on our homepage, which is a feature of our vendor. So I think that, you know, we're always kind of, it's in the back of our minds that like we need to continue to evolve our loyalty program. But for now, it's performing really well for us. And it's a few steps up from what it used to look like. So yeah, I mean, at some point we will have to think about that, but for now we're just enjoying what it is. Not today. Nope.
Hayley, thank you so much.